Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. This would be my first video on the YouTube channel and I would be creating this look, this makeup look. This is my go-to office makeup look, or I would say a very subtle kind of makeup look with like affordable products, which also doesn't take a lot of time. So let's get started with it. So firstly, I need to tell you that I have put some Vaseline or like a lip balm on my lips, and also my face is quite well moisturized. And now I will be starting with my sunscreen. So I really like this sunscreen, and all of you know about this sunscreen. It's quite famous. So let's put it. And also this is my very first YouTube video, I would say, and I don't know how will this video get received by everyone. So, let's see. And also the purpose of making this video is that there are lots of friends or colleagues around me, so they keep on asking about like how do I do my makeup, or like a no makeup look which I do in my office. So basically it's not a lot of makeup which I use or which I do when I go to the office. So it's just for making me look presentable. So that's what I do. And so, and also fun fact is this makeup look, or usually when I go to the office, I don't put foundation, and so basically this is a no foundation makeup look as well. So this is my concealer which I use. Before that I was using this concealer from Huda Beauty in the shade Cookie Dough. I don't know whether you can see this or not. And for the last one, it's the shade medium one. Shade is in custard. So I started with this NARS concealer, and it has been like 4 months I am using this, and I quite like it. So, and since this concealer formulation is quite thick, so I don't prefer to put a lot of it on my skin, otherwise it gives like a patchy kind of look which I don't want. So yeah, now I'm gonna blend this with my concealer brush. So basically a lot of people ask me that their foundation peels off. So I would say the reason is that their skin prep, either they are putting lots of layer of their skincare products, and which is actually making it peel off, or they are not using a right foundation shade for their skin, because it also kind of peels off. You kind of put it a lot more than it is required to get that shade of your skin, but then it doesn't work and it peels off. And also personally I prefer that for the base makeup, it's good that if you're using a good quality of a base product, concealer or foundation, because it makes a lot of difference. So that is why I have spent my money on NARS or Huda Beauty concealer, and I also use the foundation by Dior, but like quite occasionally or very occasionally. So if you need to spend some money on your makeup, then I would say spend on a very good base. Otherwise, with like the other products, it's quite okay with blush and everything. Even if you're a beginner, I would say that a good foundation or good concealer is better for your skin, and it actually enhances your whole look. So I don't use much products when I'm going to the office, because I have to wake up like really early in the morning, and then I do not have lots of time. So now you can literally see the differences. The skin which was looking before for me, before I applied my concealer, and now it totally makes a difference. Then I prefer to do my eyebrows. I brush them a little bit, and then I kind of fill it with the kohl liner from the L'Oreal. It's brown in shade, and not very harsh lines, but a little of them. You could like see I had like some sparse hair here, so that's why I'm filling. So this one looks fine, so we're not gonna spend a lot of time on it. And then I would brush it again, brush this again, so that it would nicely get blended, and there would be only the shadow which was left here. And usually I set it with the NYX Cosmetics or NYS Cosmetics glue or like eyebrow gel, but I couldn't find it, so today I will be using this Super Fluff from Maybelline, and this is also good. That one is quite a transparent one. Oops, sorry. So let me show you. That one is quite like a transparent one. That is why I prefer to use it. This one has like some color, like some brown color, and I think even if you are using this colored one, you don't have to fill it like I did it otherwise. So yeah, we have messed up a bit the product. So now again I would brush this off so that it would get even and my brows get glued. Yeah, so as you can see that. Now we would be working on our eyelashes. I don't put lots of eye makeup. I don't put lots of eye makeup when I go to the office, and also I don't put any eyeshadow. As you can already see, my eyes or my eyelids are quite pigmented, but sometimes, yeah, so I don't put anything on them, and I also do not have time in the morning. So now I would curl my eyelashes with this curler, and I think this is my favorite part and like whole makeup thing. I really like to put on lots of mascara. I don't know whether people call it like very dramatic eyelashes or whatever, but I really love mascara. This one is L'Oreal Paradise Big Teal waterproof mascara, black in a shade. Or on the other days when it's not raining outside, then I wear this L'Oreal Paris Paranormal mascara, and sometimes I also wear this from Maybelline New York. Everyone knows about this Sky High mascara, but what I don't like about this mascara is it gets smudges off, and by the end of the day you would see some black bits here and there, which doesn't look good. It makes me feel like a raccoon. That's why I don't like the ones from Maybelline, but the other two ones from the L'Oreal, they are really good and I really like them. So let me put some mascara on. Let's do that. And if your mascara is drying or it's getting old, then it will not give you a good finish. It would be really clumpy. So that is also one of the tip. See, you can see it's a huge difference, and I really love the mascara. I don't know how many times I have told this in this video, but if my feeling makes any sense. Cheeks. So I use a very affordable drugstore lashes. So they are from NYX, the new, I would say the new series, the recent line from them. So from NYX Buttermilk Blush. So I have these two shades with me. So like whenever I'm wearing cooler tone of my clothes like navy blue or maybe like pink or something, then I use this one in the shade 40 Butter. It's a mauve shade. I don't know whether you can see this. And when I'm wearing like brownish kind of clothes, or more like on the warmer side of the color palette, warmer colored clothes or whatever, then I use this red one, and it's in the shade Butter. Okay, so today we would be applying this because I'm wearing this pastel pink kind of top, so we would be applying this today. So I would be using my fluffy brush. So what I do is I take a bit of on the tip of brush, then I kind of do like this, and then I also put that on my hand because otherwise it leaves you with lots of pigment, and then especially in the morning it's very difficult for me to take that like excess blush off from my cheeks. That's why I do it like really in control, and then I just put it like that on my cheeks. Yeah. And like lots of people kind of skip the blushes. I was that person before, but like since I started using my blusher, or like started to put blush on my cheeks, it really made like whole difference on my makeup. So I would highly recommend that people should apply blush in their makeup because it literally makes lots of difference. As you can see it here. And I think this formulation is kind of built up formulation. I don't know, because I've seen whenever I kind of blend it, a bit of it, then it gives you more color, but I really don't know whether it's a built up formulation. I need to check on that. And like to put this little bit on my nose as well, like a very little bit. I don't do contouring in the morning, only when I have time, then only I do that, otherwise I don't do that. Now the next thing is, which I also like, is the highlighter. I use a drugstore highlighter from L'Oreal Lumi Stick. It's really good. I have two shades of it. One is in pink and one is this, which I'm using today, is Glassy Pearl, Eclat or Clot, I don't know. It's in the shade 6110, and I just okay, I just apply it like that, just like that, and you could totally see that glowing difference. Yay! Here a little bit of that here and here as well, and then I kind of blend it with my fingers. You could also use that buffer brush, but I don't think so I need that, so I just blend it with fingers, and it gets absorbed after some time, so it gives you a natural finish, so you don't have to worry much about it. Now, since I had put a lip balm on my lips, now I will remove that, and we're gonna go with the lipstick. This lip balm actually also gives you a little bit of stain, and before that I forgot to tell you, I also set it with the powder, all of my makeup, like the concealer especially. So for that, so for that I have that pointy kind of sponge. It's like tapered sponge, so I just dip it in my powder and then just let the powder sit and do its magic. It's quite necessary because your day would be quite long in the office, maybe like 8 hours or more than 8 hours, I don't know, so you really don't need your makeup to come off. I really like this Sephora powder. It's a translucent kind of powder. Yeah, it's a translucent powder, and I really like that, and it's quite affordable too, so it's good for everyday baking, I would say. So I let that sit, and usually I have only 2 shades of lipsticks which I use for my office thing. So, and one is this from MAC Warm Teddy. I could show you, it's a very good shade for my skin tone. I really like it, and apparently I am obsessed with this Maybelline Teddy Tint in the shade Skinny Dip. It really suits me well. Of course it doesn't stay a lot long, but the stain is there on your lips, and if you want you can retouch. I do it sometimes when I feel like, and with this MAC lipstick you need to reapply it again. And sometimes I lip line with this NYX Cosmetics lip pencil in the shade Ambition Statement. So we're gonna line our lips today, and let's see. I mean, you need to put powder before you put your highlighter. That's the key, but since I didn't put it before, so I'm putting it now. Okay, I don't like this. Okay, my lips are getting chapped off. This lip liner is kind of orangish nude lip liner, and it's easy to blend. It's good for everyday use. Also, I don't put like lots of gloss when I do my office makeup. I don't know why. For that, I don't know why I don't do that. Let's use this Skinny Dip today. Let's put some more. I really like colors on my face, and as you can see, there are lots of color on my face. Now I'm again using this blusher brush to remove my powder off. So let's do that. Since our blush was the powder blush, that's why I didn't put any setting powder on that. But if I put like a liquid blush, then I set it with this blush, powder blush. So here we go. Here's the look which I usually like. This is my go-to office look. Maybe this lipstick sometimes it's not that much I put, but it depends on my mood. Totally depends on my mood. So guys, this so here is the final look, and I'm ready to roll for the day in my office. And let me know whether you like this look or not, or do I have to put something more, or is this makeup looks a lot for the office kind of thing. So yeah, stay tuned to my channel. I will be putting lots of skincare or makeup kind of tips and tricks, or maybe like a new makeup look. So yeah, and thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.